Boom! What's up, Facebook fam, man? I do not own the rights to this music. Turn this down a little bit. How's everybody doing this morning? What up, what up, what up? Come on in, man. I'll give Facebook time to build up the audience real quick. I promise you I'm not going to be very long at all. I want to drop a quick nugget to you guys real quick. Drop some wisdom on you guys. For those of you that are W-2 employees, this one is for you guys, okay? This is one that's for you. Inspired by a conversation that I had with somebody yesterday. Y'all know what it is, man. Live good in the building. But yeah, man, I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, man, and it just really, my heart goes out. My heart goes out for you guys out there that are having to deal with a situation like this. Having to start over, man. Having to start over. Losing everything and having to move in with people and having to start over. And my question really was to that person was, when are you going to start working on something passive, working on something residual? Because if you don't, you're going to continue to keep having to start over. And nobody wants to keep starting over, okay, in life. So anyway, for those of you that have jobs out there, keep your jobs, folks, but do this, okay? Here's my advice to you guys that are working jobs, okay? Y'all with me? Listen up. Start focusing on building something. When you have that quote-unquote good job, okay? When you got the good job, start working on something that's going to generate passive money for you while you're working your job. See, I think it was Jim Rome said, work full-time on your wages, but work part-time on your fortune. Let me repeat that. Work full-time on your wages, but work part-time on your fortune. Okay? Let me repeat that again. Work full-time on your wages, work part-time on your fortune. Okay? On your fortune. Profits are better than wages. Sidebar. Okay? Just so you know. So again, while you have the good job, while you're working, you should be building something, okay? Something that's paying you passive income. What is passive income, James? It's money that comes in whether you work or not, whether you get out of bed or not, whether you're on vacation or not, the money still comes in. I know that's probably alien language to some of you, right? I know it was to me 21 years ago. I didn't know anything about no damn leverage income. I didn't know anything about no residual income. The only thing I knew was go to school, get a good education, go out and get a good job. And a couple of people was in my ear saying, hey man, start your own business. Everybody else, go to school, get a good job, work that job 30 years, then prayerfully you'll be able to retire. Well, that ain't happening in 2023, folks. Okay? There's no loyalty with these companies. They don't care. In fact, most companies are looking for ways to get rid of you through technology, through AI, through lots of different things, right? So while you're working your job, I highly encourage you guys to start building something passive where the money comes in whether you work or not, and something residual. Those two things I highly encourage you to do while you're working your jobs, folks. Okay, I'm telling you right now, because the conversation I had with this person yesterday, it just, and I'm always, and that's the screwed up part about it. I'm always having this type of conversation with people, always, and this person's been friends for years, and I've reached out to the person and said, hey, you may want to take a look at something, a couple times, and like I said, the conversation yesterday was just, man, I mean, it's got to be. I remember how it feels to have to start over, to be homeless. You know what I'm saying? I remember, trust and believe, balling 1 month, broke his hair the next month, and wondering how in the hell did I get in this situation? You ever ask yourself that question? How in the world? You look around like, how in the world did I get in this situation, man? That was me twice. I've been there, done that. So I sympathize with the person, right? Like I told the person, you need to really get excited, because if the devil attacking you that hard, something major finna happen for you. You got to be open and ready to receive it, though. See, a lot of times blessings show up, but we don't recognize them because they don't come in the form in which we thought that it would come in. But they show up, they come. You know what the wealthiest place on earth is? It's the graveyard. Because people die with their dreams in them. They never even manifest them. It's the wealthiest place on earth. And so, listen, guys, if you have that good job right now, like you got a good job, that's scary to me. You know why it's scary? Because you're trading your time for it. You're trading your time for money. If you don't show up for work, your income does not come in. Again, that's a scary situation to me. To me now. I don't know if it, you may be cool with one source of income, you trading your time for money. Okay? If that's you cool with that, that's okay. But I'm telling you right now, if you have a job, you're a W-2 employee, you need to start focusing on something passively and residually. The job is predictable. You guys already know what the job money gonna do. Every week, every 2 weeks, however often that you get paid, you already know what it is, right? So that's when you need to start really focusing on your real bags, folks, your generational bags. Okay, many of you are working jobs and your money is not even making babies for you with the money that you're making on your jobs, which is a sin and a shame. They should be teaching that stuff in high school, right? Making your money have babies. Your money should be having babies. You should not occupy a corner space in somebody's office for 20, 30 years. You shouldn't be doing that. You should work from your 20s to maybe 25, 26, 27, and then you need to be moving out the way for the next person to come in and get that spot. You should be investing that whole time, setting up something that's going to allow you to be a great service to the masses for the rest of your life, operating within your purpose. Many of us are not operating within our purposes because we sold out for it for a wage or a salary. Meanwhile, the gift that God gave us, it's dormant inside of us. That's why I said the graveyard is the wealthiest place on earth, because many of you are selfish with your gifts. And it's by choice. But you don't see it like that. It's because you're choosing to focus all your time, all your energy into the wage. And the wage is predictable. All you got to do is show up and do your job. It's going to come. Nothing extra has to come from that. Right? So that's why I say you guys should literally be looking at something that's going to create passive and residual income. Because if you don't, you're going to end up just like this person, just like I was, just like a lot of people do. Unfortunately, we go through that situation. Fortunately, unfortunately, fortunately. It's unfortunate when you're in a situation like that. But it's fortunate that you're in a situation like that, because you have the ability to start over, right? To create a whole new process for you and yourself and your family. So that's why you should really get excited about the fact that if you're having to start over, get excited about that, all right? But when you finally get that quote-unquote good job from having to start over, or if you're in a situation right now where you got a good job, you ain't having to start over, you've been good, right? Been trading time for money now for 10 years. Everything is good. Everything is good for you. Again, think about something and I'm done. If you stop working today, would your income stop? Think about it. If you stop working today, would your income stop coming in? Would your bills keep getting paid automatically? Would they continue to get paid? Because you got residual bills, but you're trying to pay those residual bills with linear income, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever when you understand. It makes all the sense in the world if you don't understand, if you don't even have that perception, you don't even know what that means. What is linear income, James? When you trade your time for money, but you have residual bills coming in, like clockwork. See what I'm saying? But you trade your time for money. What if you stop trading your time for money? The money stops, but the bills keep coming in. Am I making any kind of sense? So while you're working your job, do this. start focusing on something passive and residual until it gets to a point, right? Y'all see the caption up above, until it gets to a point where, you know, you no longer desire to be there anymore on your job. Some of you guys, many of you don't really desire to be on your jobs. I see it in my timeline every morning, every Monday. You know, it's all down in my timeline. People that, you know, that have jobs, they complain about it, they hate it. You know, they say little slick things about it and all this old kind of stuff. It's a whole different energy on Monday mornings in my timeline. So, yeah, build something until it gets to a point where it's dwarfing your income. Like, for an example, and I mean, I encourage people to stay on their job until they're making at least 20 grand a month, $30,000 a month, consistently for about 2 years straight. And then decide, you know, to walk away if you choose to. See, we have people, I got friends who have six-figure careers, right? Six-figure careers. They make six figures in their career, working 60 hours a week, 80 hours a week, 50 or 40 hours a week, right? But they still have a part-time business in our industry. And a few of them that I know off the top of my head, they're making more money in their businesses than they're making on their six-figure a year jobs. Now imagine if you know, let's say you're not making six figures. Let's say you're making $30,000 a year on your job. What would an extra $30,000 do for you part-time? And it's coming in spite of what you do. See, that's a completely different situation right there. You understand what I'm saying? Am I making any kind of sense? So, I mean, and that's extremely powerful. I mean, one of my first sponsors back in Prepaid Legal, Mr. Larry Johnson, you know, bro was making $250,000 on his job. Finance manager, right? Very demanding job. Always had to be at the office. But, you know, Larry was a boss. Larry could leave whenever he wanted to. Because I used to wear his tail out with the sit-down appointments and 2-on-1s and so forth. And so, but I mean, I thought it was, to me, that was fascinating. It was fascinating to me that this guy was making over $250,000 a year on his job, but his little business was paying him, I don't know, I think Larry was making about 60, 70, 80 grand a year. And he's been doing that consistently for about 20-something years now. Okay, did you hear what I just said? Strong six-figure income on your job, but you're making an extra 70 grand. And I got a couple of friends that have six-figure jobs, and their businesses is making them six figures, passively, residually. So that's why I say, do that when you have the good job, because in the person's situation that I was talking to yesterday, they wouldn't be in a situation where they have to start over and go back and live with their mom and so forth to start all over again. Because why? Because they would have an extra six figures coming in passively, right? Or $30,000 a year passively. You see what I'm saying? So to me, that just made sense 21 years ago when I looked at this industry and what it would provide for me. Little did I know that it would dwarf what I was making, and I would, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I made a foolish decision to walk away from my job way too early. I wasn't making 20 grand a month, folks. I'm telling you. I share that all the time. That's why I say that. Stay on your job, man, till you making that type of money consistently for a couple of years. And not just save your money, put the money to work. Put it to work, okay? It needs to be yielding some percentage of income from the money that you're making. Your money need to be making money. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Otherwise, you're going to be in your 40s, having to start over. You're going to be in your 50s and your 60s, having to start over. You're going to be in your 80s. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being in your 70s and your 80s because you didn't have the vision or the foresight to set yourself up? Now you got to go out here and trade your time for money just to survive? No. We should play that game in our early 20s and be done with it by the time we're 30 years old. And the rest of our lives, we should be just traveling and living our lives and operating within our purposes. Not selling for a wage. Okay? So, But hey, some people are just cool with that. Some people are content with a regular life, and there's nothing wrong with that. It takes all types of people to make the world go round. I'm talking to the people who desire more, who truly want to create a life, the one life that they get to live on this earth. You want to create the life. You don't want to just settle for the life that you have. Create the life that you want. And I'm telling you right now, the way you can do it expeditiously is while you're working, while you have the good job, okay, start focusing on something passive and residually, okay? Because again, my heart just goes out to anybody that has to start over. Like, and I'm telling you, in 21 years, everybody, 100% of everybody who's ever called me and said, man, bro, I lost my job. You know, I need to look at that business now. Now you operating out of desperation. And you probably ain't gonna build very well at all. Okay? But why do you guys wait until you get into situations like that before you start calling me and hitting me up? And here was my point. None of them expected to get fired. None of them expected to get laid off. All of them was literally comfortable where they were in their careers. Wasn't expecting the pink slip. Wasn't expecting the shutdown at all. It hit them out of nowhere. All the more reason to set yourself up right now and start building something passively and residually. So, if you don't have something, or you don't know where to start, guys, for 21 years, we've been offering a solution to people. And we've helped and documented thousands of people. And so it just breaks my heart, man, when somebody I know, who knows me, who I've given the opportunity to several times, but they never really took action and did anything with it. It breaks my heart to see you guys in situations where you having to start all over. You staying with your mama now. And like I told that person, you know what? Our best thinking has us in the situation that we're in right now. Your best thinking has you right where you are right now. Go look at your accounts right now. Go look at your bank accounts right now. See how much you got in there. Look, evaluate, do an honest evaluation of your life. Ask yourself, are you excited? Are you extremely excited about where you are? Are you happy about where you are? Are you mentally, phenomenal, right? Are you where you want to be at in life? You only get this one experience. You ain't got to comment. You ain't got to, be honest. Tonight, when you get in the shower, when you one-on-one with yourself, be real with yourself. Ask yourself, are you where you really want to be at? And if you're not, I'm telling you, you got the ability to change it. I've done it over and over and over again. Decide what I want, write it down, and start doing things daily that's conducive to what I said I want. Keep grinding until it happens. And sure enough, I think about right now, where I am in my life right now. I'm literally living out my dreams right now. Being a family man, being a husband, being a father to my children, being able to just, it's the little things, guys. It's the little things. It's the taking my kids to school every morning. It's the picking them up from school every morning. Having the conversations with my son every day. We have little powwow talks all the time. He goes to the center every day, working on his game. And every day I get a chance to, consult with this guy and talk with him and love on him. It's a dream come true. When I sat in prison for 10 years, guys, a lot of things that I've been able to do these past 10, especially the past 10 years, I literally thought those things in my mind. I saw those things in my mind. I wanted to do those things, and I wrote those things down. And it's just been amazing, man, how the manifestation of everything I've ever wanted has absolutely come true. And they continue to come true. So it's like, what's next? And then sure enough, here comes Live Good. Live Good comes along for me. Another challenge in my life to go out here and crush it. See if I can't help create about 100 damn millionaires over the next 5-10 years. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love the challenges of that. I love it. And so, again, I just wanted to drop a nugget to you guys for you workers out there. Shouts out to all the workers, man. I know in the past I've clowned people with jobs and I've said, oh, you're a slave. You know, listen, we need people with jobs too. Okay? This world would not function if people didn't have jobs. So I don't knock jobs at all. In fact, you know, like I said, man, jobs is what makes the world go round. And jobs need people, real people. And so I commend people for performing whatever job that they're performing. Take pride in what you do, guys. Straight up. Even if it's not doing what you want to do. If you're watching this, now that you're hearing an idea that you can build something passively and residually to get you out of that situation that you don't like, then perhaps you need to start considering that. Okay? So I love you guys, man. I'm going to always share value. I know I can go in sometimes. I know I can be heavy sometimes. I know I can be vulgar sometimes. And it turns some people off, right? And it's okay. But I'm going to always be me, man. I'm going to always be me. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I'm going to always keep it real, right? I'm going to hit you right in your face where it hurts. You just going to say ouch, you're going to respect it and get over it, and we still going to be friends. Or you're going to do like some people do. They can't stand it, they block, and they stay stuck in their little cubicle for the rest of their lives. In regret. So it's always your choice. It's always your choice. I'm just sharing some value. So if you got value, type I got value below. I really would appreciate that. Let me know where you're chiming in from, what city and state. I love you guys. You got any questions, man, reach out. Reach out, folks. All right, reach out. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to share on this morning. If you got a good job, start doing this. Start, I'm trying to tell you right now, start looking. And if you have it, if you was like I was, you had a good job and you was busy 80 to 100 hours a week, how does it make you feel? Me, I used to love it. I was just getting out of 10 years and 8 months in prison. I didn't give a damn about working over 80 to 100 hours a week. Hell, I thought I had it made. 60 grand a year? And I hadn't been out a good 2 years? Shit. Living downtown in Memphis in a high riser? Man, I was balling. I had it made. In my mind, I had it made. So 80, 108 hours a week to me wasn't nothing. I was willing to put it in. But then my mind got expanded. Les Brown says once your mind expands, it can't go back to its original form. So once my mind was expanded, that what I was making in a year, and and that's crazy how. And I know I saw from end this, but this thought just really crossed my mind. Sometimes the devil can bless you with a job too. Hallelujah! Somebody missed that. Let me say it again. Sometimes the devil can bless you with a job too. Because as I think back on that, I was literally about to settle in. Think about it. People was gassing me up like, bro, you a manager? Oh my goodness. You should have seen when I left. Folk talked about me like a dog. Like, dude, you stupid. Are you serious? You gonna walk away from your job for them pyramid things? Best damn decision I ever made in my life was getting the hell out of corporate America. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know why? Because it would have kept me in the cubicle, man. It would have kept me at the office. I would have never been open to changing my life, or I ain't thinking about y'all's life. For real, for real. So that's why I said, man, my mind was expanded. And then I found out that what I was trading 80 to 100 hours a week to make, there were people making it working 5 to 10 hours a month. Wait a minute. Hold up. 21 years ago, this was me. Hold up. Damn it. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me there is a way legally, I'm from South Memphis, hey, it's got to be legally, right? I've been there and done that, right? You mean to tell me that there's a legal way for people to make 60 grand in a month and not have to work 80 hours a week to get it? Where? Where are they doing that at? Oh, right here? Oh, okay. I'm finna master this then. I don't give a damn how long it takes. I'm gonna master this. What a phenomenal decision I made, man. I thank the Lord every day for the decision and the wisdom and the vision to be able to see things before the masses see them. Because again, you know, I looked at that job as a blessing. But looking back on it, it would have been a curse if I would have stayed there. None of you guys that are in the business right now would have been impacted. Think about that. You wouldn't even be here in this business. That's why I say, man, sometimes the devil can bless you with the job too, to distract your ass and get you completely off of God's purpose. And I truly feel that the life I've been living for the past 21 years is God's design for me to live. God designed that life for me to live. He gave me a vision about it when I was in prison, but I didn't believe it. It scared me. I didn't believe it because I'm, you know, I accepted my limited belief that I'm shy. You know, I ain't a people person and all that. When God showed me what I was going to be doing on stages and start talking to people, I'm like, nope, I ain't going to be doing that, bro. Not me. Been speaking for the past 21 years on stages in front of hundreds and thousands of damn people. Unfreaking believable. Get nervous every time I get a chance to speak. But now it's like waking up and brushing my teeth every morning. And I'm still a shy person. I'm still an introverted person. Just amazing how that works, right? So, yeah, man, when God first showed me the vision for what I was going to be doing, it scared the devil out of me. But at the same time, I absolutely love it now. I love what God has called me to do. Free the people. Free the people, man. That's been my mission for the past 21 years. Freeing people. Literally freeing people. And that's just been a blessing. It's been a blessing, man. A lot of people have been freed from you know, the thought processes that they've been taught their entire lives. And so I get thank yous all the time. I just give God the glory for it. So today I'm giving God the glory for it again. Somebody gonna see this. Somebody gonna see this. Somebody gonna have a light bulb moment, and they're gonna change their situations, and then they're gonna impact the people around them so they can change their situation. See, a lot of times what you guys don't realize, man, when you're negative and when you down on network marketing and all that, do you realize all the people blessings? Do you realize how many people that you're blocking because you think that way? It could be people that you could be reaching out to and impacting and changing their lives, but you so negative about network marketing. You so negative about it. You think it's a pyramid scheme, even though you're operating within one. If you got a W-2 coming in every year, you're working in a pyramid scheme. Sorry to inform you, boo. And I'm not being disrespectful to anybody. That's just the truth. Jobs are pyramid schemes. They're pyramid structure. They're pyramid schemes. College, pyramid scheme. One of the biggest pyramid schemes on the planet. Banking systems, the #1 pyramid scheme. See, a lot of the traditional things I was taught turned out to be not true. Turned out to be false. So, yeah. While you're working the pyramid thingy, build you another pyramid thingy. Part-time, right? The real pyramid thingy that can completely change your generations for future generations to come. So, yeah, am I on your street? Say ouch, get over it, start doing something about it. It's just that simple, all right? I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not here to talk about nobody. I'm here to empower. I'm here to make an impact on people. Say things and do things that make you say, ooh, that hurt, bro. But I needed that. I needed to hear that. I needed that. And that's what I'm known for. I'm known for that. Being honest, being truthful, being real, cursing, saying some things that's going to offend you. At the same time, it's going to stretch you. I love you, for real. I don't even know you, but I love you. You know how I love you? Because I get on here every day and I share. I from the heart. From the heart. Look at my whole career. It's been nothing but love that demonstrated. Think about it. The selfish ass world we live in today, folk don't give a damn about nobody. For somebody to care enough about someone to be willing to share some information with them that can change their financial life forever, that's something special. Especially in our world today. In today's world, that's special. Somebody cared enough to be willing to share something with you of value. Think about it. So I love you for real, my friend. Even if I don't know you, it's your boy. Holla back. Hey!